discussing a new drug of the multiple sclerosis, that is metoxantrone HCl. Metoxantrone HCl is a anthracindione derivatives. This is antineoplastic action. The metoxantrone HCl has antineoplastic actions. There are three mechanisms of action of the metoxantrone. Number first is it intercalating into DNA and producing both strand breaks and interstitial crosslinks. It intercalating into DNA. This intercalating into DNA and produce breaks in the DNA. This is cross breaks in the DNA. It also interfering the RNA synthesis. This is also interfering the RNA synthesis. This is the second mechanism of the metoxantrone hydrochloride. It also interfering the RNA synthesis, and it also involve and inhibit the topoisomerase 2. When the topoisomerase 2 is inhibited, the DNA repair occur. It inhibits the topoisomerase 2, and the topoisomerase 2 are involved for the DNA repair. So that this inhibits the topoisomerase 2, there is no the DNA repair occur. No DNA repair occur because the topoisomerase 2 are inhibited. The topoisomerase 2 are involved in the DNA repair, so they inhibit the DNA repair. They involve in the cross breaking and the cross linking of the DNA, and they interfere the RNA synthesis. So they are anti-DNA and anti-RNA drug. So they are anti-DNA and anti-RNA drug. Actually, they are anti-neoplastic drug. So this metoxantrone is anti-DNA synthesis and anti they are anti-RNA synthesis drug. So there is no DNA synthesis and no RNA synthesis. They involve in the cross breaking and cross linking of the DNA, and they inhibit the RNA synthesis. They also inhibit the topoisomerase 2. The topoisomerase 2 are involved in the synthesis of DNA repair. The metoxantrone hydrochloride is the FDA approved drug on the basis of a single phase 3 clinical trial in Europe. They are FDA approved drug. The metoxantrone hydrochloride is FDA approved medicine and FDA approved drug. They are on the basis of single phase 3 clinical trial in Europe. The metoxantrone is a cardiotoxic. The reverse effect and the side effect is cardiotoxicity. And good effect is they are used for the patient with rapidly worsening multiple sclerosis. They are used for the patient with multiple sclerosis of worsening symptoms. And they also reduce the attacks of multiple sclerosis. They reduce the attacks of multiple sclerosis. But the side effect of the metoxantrone hydrochloride is the cardiotoxicity. This is cardiotoxic drug. This is a cardiotoxic drug. Example, they cause cardiomyopathy. They reduce the left ventricular ejection function. They cause the cardiomyopathy. They reduce the left ventricular ejection fraction. They also cause the irreversible congestive heart failure. This is the irreversible. But still they are FDA approved drug for the short period of time of management of multiple sclerosis. They are not used for the long time. As a result of a cumulative dose of 140 mg per m square is not recommended. So 140 mg per m square is not recommended. The currently approved dose is 12 mg per m square. Not 40 mg per m square. 40 mg per m square is not currently approved. The only 12 mg per m square is currently approved because the 12 mg per m square is currently approved, and 40 mg per m square is not approved because this is the cardiotoxic effect of this drug. They cause the reduce in the left ventricular function, cardiomyopathy, and they cause the congestive heart failure. This is the irreversible effect. So due to this irreversible effect, 40 mg per m square is not approved. They are not allowed. The 12 mg per m square is used every 3 months. They are used, the 12 mg is used every 3 months. Not on the continuous basis. They use on the every 3 months for the attack of the multiple sclerosis. The maximum duration therapy of the metoxantrone hydrochloride can be only 2 to 3 years. The maximum duration therapy of the microalzinterone hydrochloride is only 2 to 3 years, not prolonged treatment because of the cardiotoxic effect of this drug. And greater than 40% of women will experience amenorrhea after the use of this drug. The second side effect is, first is cardiotoxicity, second is amenorrhea. Amenorrhea. Greater than 40% of women or female after taking this drug experience amenorrhea. There is also a risk of acute leukemia. This is estimated 1.4% lifetime risk. Acute leukemia risk is also acute leukemia. There is a risk 1.4% lifetime risk of acute leukemia is also occur because of the use of this drug. Another drug we can also use for multiple sclerosis. So we discussed another drug for multiple sclerosis. Another drug name is diflizumab. Zumab are mostly used in the multiple sclerosis, and sometimes they use in the rheumatoid arthritis and psoriasis. The diflizumab is a monoclonal antibody against the CD25. They are against the CD25. Yes, sir. Diflizumab is against the CD25. But it was removed from the market in 2018 because of reports of brain inflammation. It was removed in the market in 2018 because was the evidence that this drug, that is diflizumab, caused brain inflammation. Because of the brain inflammation. It was previously approved for the patient who had failed at least 2 other therapies. The patient who failed at least 2 other therapy for multiple sclerosis, this drug was given. But nowadays, in 2018, it was withdrawn and disapproved from the market because they caused the brain infection. So this was the treatment of multiple sclerosis.